Today was a hard day, guys. I am really, really struggling with life at the moment. I was able to I did skip yesterday's exercise, but I did exercise this morning. I will probably do exercise tomorrow night, and then again in the morning on Friday, because I'm on a earlier shift tomorrow now, and late shift on Friday because staffing is so crazy. Today was so full on, and we had a photographer, and we had 2 teachers being looked at by their teacher, and it was just like we were just in ratio, but yeah, kind of. I don't even know what is happening. My student was going to do some work during relief work during her school holidays, so she gets like 6 weeks off, where they can only guarantee her hours Wednesday to Friday, so she's going to pick up Monday, Tuesdays, which is cool. Glad that we haven't scared her off, but I think she needs the money anyways. And they want to see if they could maybe get her to work, I think, next week and pay her. But we just have to see the logistics around that because she's still in practicum Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So there might be a rule here in Australia that she can't get paid while she's on practicum, which is it's such a ridiculous rule. Like, it's actually just a ridiculous rule. Like, I get that you've got paperwork and they want you to like be able to do that and stuff like that, and obviously she wouldn't be able to get off the floor every single day to do her paperwork, but yeah, to not get paid and to have no money coming in for 6 weeks and now almost 7 weeks because she's got to go into the next week is just kind of crazy. Hence why I will not study. I just actually got offered a job today, like to go for an interview, which is mind-boggling, from the agency that has got me this job. However, like, it was quite far away. It would take me an hour and something on a train, and I'm struggling with the train as it is. So today I went on the train, and they've made some of the trains like express, but I didn't know that this was an express train, so it went to Manly, which is the one before me, and then it went express to Murray, which was 6 stops later. So I did an extra like 20 minutes on the train tonight that I was not anticipating, because I was able to catch that 5:11 because my manager dropped me off in good stand so I could catch it. Yeah. Didn't quite know that I needed to get off to then get on again. It's just ridiculous. So tomorrow morning I'm on at 7:30 and I need to leave here. My train is 6:47 or something ridiculous. And I get off 1 stop up in Manly. I get off of the Cleveland train to only go back on the Cleveland train. Can you tell me how that makes sense? Like, honestly, how does that even make sense? And I actually get off on one side of the tracks and then I have to go to the next side of the tracks to catch the exact same train, but one was express and one isn't. I'm slightly confused about how this whole system is working. They've just changed it last week on Monday, I think, and it's doing my head in, and I think it's doing in a lot of people's head because I saw a lot of people going from one train to the next. So I think it is something that is making everybody infuriated, but I was infuriated after the day. I'm just over like the stupid little drama as well. Like a girl is getting so upset if you write. There's a piece of paper where you write, it's called like the board, and you write all the kids' names on it when they come in and like their age, in the bracket of their age. And this one child, I guess, always gets put in another one that he shouldn't. And so does my child. One child gets said she's 4 when she's actually, when she's actually 3. But whatever, it is what it is. I'm always like, I'll just, like, it doesn't matter to me. They're all in the same class for me, right? And same with this other girl. Like, this little boy is actually in the next class, but he shouldn't actually be in that one. He should actually be in the other one because he's 1 instead of 2 or whatever. And so they just get their panties in a twist over this a lot, and it just drives me nuts. And then the other thing, today I wrote down that I started at 8:20, and so did the other girl that was with me, and she was supposed to do 8:20 to 5:15. She was supposed to do 8:45 to 5:15, and I was supposed to do 8:30 to 4, and then 4 to 5 PD. And I wrote 8:20 for both of us, and she was just like, oh, you don't write it there. You just write what your shift is, and then on the side note, you write the other. I'm like, honestly, what does it matter? Because you cross it all off. I guess you don't cross off the side bit, so maybe it's for rostering or whatever, so that they know. But literally, it's just so freaking frustrated because the children come in and you cross, and as children and staff leave, you cross out their names. So basically, the page has got a whole bunch of crosses through it, and then you just see the little notes as if someone's left early or whatever. But like, to get your panties in a twist over that just drives me mental. And yeah, just as we were leaving, this girl decided to come up and tell my manager an incident that happened, like, as she's leaving. Like, why are you even coming up to her now and not told her throughout the day that this happened or that you're upset or whatever? Like, why are you waiting until you both are both leaving? You've got 3 freaking screaming kids in your car, and a 4th one that you need to grab. Like, why would you do that? Why? And the manager was just like, here it's like an eye for an eye. Like, this whole younger generation is an eye for an eye, which is just actually insane. Because, like she said, if you did an eye for an eye, everybody would be blind. And it's 100% true. I've never even thought about that way, being that in the Bible, like, it does talk about, like, not gouging out somebody else's eye when they've gouged out yours or whatever, because it is like the blind leaving the blind. But I just, like, didn't really even think about it until she said it, and it was just like, oh my gosh, you're so right. It's so frustrating. And the one girl that does cause a little bit of the grief, she's one of the head honcho's daughters, and we actually really need her. Like, she does heaps of split shifts and, like, overtime and stuff, just like me. Like, there's pretty much only the 2 of us that do, like, lots of overtime, so you can't afford to lose somebody like that, even though she causes a little bit of hassle. So it's just frustrating. But on a side note, I was fully intending to have pizza when I came home today. Fully intended to have a frozen pizza. I have a spinach and mozzarella pizza in there, and I totally intend to have it. And then I saw the chicken tenders and the hash bites, and I was like, I'm gonna have those instead. Because I'm craving it. But I'm trying to drink some water, and I'm going to drink another bottle of water. So I've done 2 of these, almost done 2 of these. I'm going to do another one before the chicken tenders and hash bites are done, in hopes that I will have the willpower to not eat a chicken tender and hash bite. And instead, because I've got them in the oven, I just had my chicken chive, which was creamy garlic inside of it. It was beautiful with veggies. So that's what I had. That's what I was supposed to have, not the carbs. But because my eyes were bigger than my stomach when I walked in, I put them in. Not the pizza, just the chicken nuggets, chicken tenders. And I just was like, well, I might as well cook them all. So I now have got 6 containers full of veggies to make 3 of those lunches and 3 of those non-lunches. So it might mean I need to cook up the fish as well to make 2 fish dinner meals and 1 fish lunch meal, or 2 lunch meals and a dinner meal maybe, depending on how the hash bites go. But feeling proud of myself that I've already eaten, and I'm gonna try not to eat any more is my goal. Yeah. This night has not gone to plan whatsoever, but anyways, just wanted to let you know how it's going. And you can't really see that bruise, so that's good, but there is a bruise in there, and it is very, very, very sore. Somewhere in there's a bruise from what I think was a mild concussion. But yeah, loving everything right now. Sometimes I just don't know how much more I can take, because I just feel like I'm losing a battle at this workplace with these freaking trains. I am trying so hard to hold it out. I have made it 3 months, and I want to make it till at least December. That is my goal. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot that I want to learn, but I'm just not getting the time, and I just don't know when I'm going to get the time. And it doesn't look like I'll probably get planning again this week, which is really frustrating because other people got planning. And I'm just frustrated and exhausted. Again, I'm going to work 75 hours this week, which will be great money-wise. Fortnight, which is great money-wise, but I'm only supposed to do 70 hours. And I'm doing 75. I'm actually doing 75 and a half this time. And who knows whether or not I'll end up doing more. And I already have 2 hours and 15 minutes in lieu that they owe me. So it's frustrating. Anyways, I need to go check this food so it doesn't burn. Bye.